What is going on, guys? Trav here, and welcome back to another video. You guys know the drill. Today is Friday, so that means it's time for another Fun Fact Friday. Woo! In today's Fun Fact Friday, the topic we will be discussing is military aviation. I would like to put a disclaimer in and clarify that no classified information was leaked in the making of this video. This is not a War Thunders forum. We do not leak classified information on here. But that aside, I hope you guys enjoy the video. As always, leave a comment on which fun fact you thought was the coolest, as well as if you have any topics you want me to cover in the future, drop a comment below. Also, if you guys wouldn't mind subscribing, I don't generally like to ask for this, but I think it would be really cool if we could hit 150 subscribers by the end of the year. We're currently on 140, so hopefully we can hit 150, and I would definitely appreciate your subscription. But let's get right into the video. Fun fact number 1. The U.S. Air Force's birthday is September 18th. Originally, they were part of the United States Army, but in September of 1947, they spun off and became their own organization. Fun fact number 2. Lockheed Martin's F-22 Raptor's nickname is the Mach 2 Bumblebee. This is because it reaches top speeds of up to 1,500 miles per hour, which is Mach 2.2, and it has the radar cross-section the size of a bumblebee. The F-22 is considered to be the world's most advanced stealth fighter. At some point in the future, I might have to make a full video on the F-22 Raptor, just based on how cool it is. Fun fact number 3. NORAD stands for the North American Aerospace Defense Command and is a joint organization between the United States and Canada, which is responsible for aerospace and maritime warning. More importantly, on Christmas Eve, they track Santa Claus and have an interactive map of where he is in the world. It's super cool and definitely would recommend checking it out this upcoming Christmas Eve. Fun fact number 4. Besides being known for designing and flying the first airplane, the Wright brothers delivered the first plane for military use to the United States Signal Corps on August 2nd, 1909. For our next string of facts, we have a guest feature. He is the most qualified to talk about this topic. Don't let him tell you otherwise. Will, take it from here.
How's it going? Appreciate you having me, Trev. My name is Will. You might recognize me from a PC build video that was here on Trev's channel about a month ago. I appreciate you having me on for this Military Aviation Fun Fact Friday. I am by no means the most qualified person to talk about this, but I do have a commercial pilot certificate with around 450 hours in the air. But again, not a military aviator, but I just love airplanes, love talking about military aviation, and hopefully I can add something interesting. So the first fact I have is about arguably my favorite airplane ever made. That's the A-10 Warthog, and it's General Electric GAU-8 Gatling gun. It's a 7-barrel gun that shoots 70 rounds a second, and if you were to hold that burst for between half a minute to a minute, the airplane would fall out of the sky due to the drag that the gun produces. However, it's not really realistic. A, because you'd run out of ammo, and B, because the particulate matter getting shot back into the engines, like spent shell casings or dust and debris, smoke, would be very bad for the engines, probably cause them to flame out and bring the airplane down long before you reach a burst that long. But yeah, just something interesting. My second two facts are sort of intertwined with each other. They're both about missiles. First one is the AIM-120 AMRAAM, or Advanced Medium Range Air-to-Air Missile. It's an air-to-air missile that flies at Mach 4 and has a max range of around 30 nautical miles, which classifies it as a beyond visual range air-to-air missile. Basically what that means is that a jet can shoot it at an enemy airplane further than the pilot can see, and the missile can hit that target still. And the way it does this is either from onboard radar on the jet, tracking the target airplane and the missile following that, or if for whatever reason the mothership loses a lock on the target airplane, the missile actually has onboard radar guidance that can bring it home. However, if the enemy aircraft is employing some sort of radar jamming, the missile is actually smart enough to realize this and can switch on to a different type of homing where it can passively lock the target aircraft and still find the mark, which is pretty incredible. So it's known as a fire and forget weapon, meaning a jet pilot can launch one and then immediately go into either evasive maneuvers or countermeasure launching of its own and sort of just forget about the missile, which is pretty incredible for an almost 40-year-old missile at this point. And the follow-up fact to this is actually about its new big brother, the AIM 260 JATM, Joint Advanced Tactical Missile. That missile is actually classified, so I can't find a lot of information about it, but I do know it's much faster. It goes Mach 5 instead of Mach 4, which doesn't seem that much faster, but is in actuality is really, really fast. And it has a max range 4 times that of the AIM 120 AMRAAM, which is 120 nautical miles, meaning that it can be launched from a fighter above me in Philadelphia and hit a target even north of New York City, which is kind of incredible and a little scary, but at least the good guys have it. And finally, my last fun fact is about Chuck Yeager, one of the most famous Air Force pilots of all time. He was the first person to break the sound barrier in 1947. He was in a small little experimental rocket-powered airplane called the X-1. On October 14, 1947, he was strapped to the bottom of a B-29 Superfortress and flying along on the B-29. B-29 drops the X-1 with Chuck Yeager inside of it, and once he gets dropped out, he ignites all 4 of the rockets and ascends to an altitude of around 45,000 feet and breaks the sound barrier of Mach 1, which is 767 miles an hour. Eventually, I think his top speed was Mach 1.05. He cleared 800 miles an hour in 1947, and he was coined the fastest man alive. All right, that's all the facts I got. Appreciate you having me on, Trav. Thanks so much.
Meow, pew, pew, meow, pew, 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 meow, pew. Oh, we're back. Will, thank you for those awesome facts. I really appreciate you hopping on Fun Fact Friday. I told you guys he was the most qualified person to talk about this topic. I was actually fortunate enough to be able to fly with Will, and it was the most safe I've ever felt in a plane. I'm not exaggerating, I promise. He's a great pilot and a great guy. Hopefully at some point in the future, probably this spring, we can make a vlog of him flying a plane and have him fly us around somewhere. Stay tuned for that. But anyways, let's get right back into the facts. Fun fact number 9. Speaking about going fast, as of recording this video, the fastest aircraft ever flown was the NASA X-43. This unmanned aircraft flew Mach 9.6 or 7,366 miles per hour. The fastest manned aircraft ever flown was the North American X-15. This aircraft reached Mach 6.72 or 4,520 miles per hour. Fun fact number 10. The US Navy has the second largest air force in the world, with over 4,000 aircraft. As you may guess, the United States Air Force has the largest air force in the world, with over 5,500 total aircraft. Fun fact number 11. Women make up 1/5 of the Air Force. Recent data shows that 21.4% of Air Force personnel are women. The service has trained female pilots since 1976, navigators since 1977, and fighter pilots since 1993. Fun fact number 12. A McDonnell Douglas F-15 once shot down a satellite. The satellite it shot down was an American spy satellite, and the purpose of them shooting down that satellite was to send a message to the Soviet Union and the rest of the world that we could shoot down satellites if we wanted to. The phrase, "space won't save you," was coined after this event. Fun fact number 13. On the topic of the F-15, the F-15 is the most successful combat fighter jet ever, holding a combat record of 104 kills and 0 downs. Fun fact number 14. The expected cost of the F-35 program alone is almost 7 times the cost of the International Space Station. And finally, our final fact of this week's Fun Fact Friday. Fun fact number 15. The myth that eating carrots gives enhanced night vision was a rumor started by the Royal Air Force. During World War II, the Royal Air Force pilots started this rumor so as not to alert the Germans of their new radar technology after shooting down German aircraft on night raids. Well, there you have it. Those are our fun facts on military aviation. A big thank you again to Will for his contribution for this week's Fun Fact Friday. I really appreciate it, my man. Let me know again in the comments which fun fact you thought was the coolest, as well as if you have any other future fun fact topics that you would like to see me make. If you enjoyed the video, consider dropping a like and subscribing. I post new videos every week, and I hope to see you guys in future videos. Thank you guys again so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed. It's been your boy Trav, and I will catch you in a video soon. Later.